Today, Precarious plays Phantom Brave.
We aren't gonna make it.
What can we do, Ash? They don't have much time.
Heal them, Marona. You have healing powers.
Oh, I don't want to die.
Marona, what should I do?
A healing spell?
Yeah, just like the ones we have, Ash.
Good, we made it.
Oh,
Who are
y'all
you?
match. You're probably good at something. What's up?
We're field nurses from the Bamboo Company. Co-presidents Hogg and Ham sent us.
Co-presidents? Aw.
Oh, yeah.
Really? I'm glad that they're both getting along now.
Yup, they both say hi. At any rate, please leave the injured here with us.
But they need...
Don't worry. We're trained for these situations. We'll take good care of them.
We were here at
You
the
have
last
more
end of the
important
world.
things to do. Please let us handle things here.
I will, thank you. Take good care of them.
Am I still alive? What happened to the giant monster?
Marona defeated it.
What? That possessed kid?
I don't understand if maybe that was lost in translation.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they used a word with a very different meaning than possessed in the original script.
Mm-hmm.
Because why would anyone, if I were to tell you right now
Yeah.
that I know a possessed character that has real necromantic powers,
Yeah.
would you ever be like, that's the kind of person I want to fuck with?
No. Maybe it was like haunted chick.
Just like, yeah, like spirits just
Spoopy
follow
girl.
them. Spooky girl.
Oh, that spooky kid. That creepy kid.
Yeah. Because why does this guy, he's like, I don't want you around me because you're possessed.
But also, I'm gonna make fun of you because you're possessed.
Well, it's like how there's enough fear to want them to not be around, but not enough fear to come all the way around to respect.
Yeah.
Like, why is he surprised? If he's afraid of her enough to be like, oh, that possessed kid, why is he surprised that she has the power to defeat anything in the world? He should just be like, yeah, she can do whatever she wants. That's why I'm afraid of her.
Yeah, I think they were looking for something more like creepy.
That's right. The girl you all ridiculed defeated the monster. And friends of hers sent us here to heal your wounds. She saved your lives.
So maybe you should be a little more grateful and learn her first name at least.
Oh, don't be so righteous. You were calling her possessed yourself not even 2 days ago.
Ixnay on the Azest pay. They didn't know that.
It's true, though.
Oh, should I tell them how President Hogg had to double your salary before you'd help Marona?
Yeah, but that didn't have anything to do with Marona. That guy he's a dick.
Yeah.
This was the only way to get a raise. I've been working there for 6 years.
Oh, wait! You're the one who...
I bet she was surprised, Ham.
I wish we could see the look on her face. We should have helped her a long time ago. But I'll bet she's still happy for us.
Yeah, that sounds like her. Hang in there, Marona. Sulfur doesn't stand a chance.
We're praying for you.
So we arrived in time to heal you on behalf of Bamboo Company Medicine.
And the possessed girl helped us, even after how we treated her?
How could we be so foolish? We made a terrible mistake.
We can't just abandon her now. Let's go.
You all have head injuries, but good luck!
It'll probably be fine.
Don't lift anything heavier than 30 pounds. Stay hydrated!
And then one of them, like, looks at their comically large anime sword. Why did Sensei teach me exclusively to fight with comically large anime sword?
Yeah.
Another demo, okay.
This is getting story heavy.
Oh, map sprite for Castillo.
Yeah. Oh.
There's so many.
Yeah.
Sulfur's minions are getting stronger.
We're running out of time, Ash.
I would like to make the point that more enemies showing up doesn't necessarily mean they're getting stronger, Ash. It just means they're becoming more numerous.
Mm.
Oh! See?
Episode
This is what I was talking
19,
about. New episode.
Warriors Bonds.
I mean, in the game, not in
Yeah,
the show.
yeah. I got it.
It says episode on the screen, man. Pay attention. Wow, that was a weird transition. Like, they put up the title card, and then the map just started?
Yeah, that was a little weird. I think that you might be right. They wanted to have 20 chapters, and they were just like, let's, just put this right here. We're gonna call this 19. Okay, take 3 steps. All right, we're gonna call this 20.
I think this might be like a final training map. Because these guys are just barfing XP, mana, and money protections.
Boy, I don't think that I've ever seen this many of the same guy on... I don't know, maybe it's just because they're those lions, and those lions are pretty intimidating with their big hairs.
Yeah, there was that map early on with the phonograph and the putties in the woods, remember?
Yeah, that was weird.
There were a lot of enemies on screen in that map.
Like, we are fighting, like, roughly 3 prides of lions right now.
Yeah, that checks out. I had to do some basic arithmetic. So, you know.
Is there anything that you wanted to talk about?
I was about to ask you, since I already asked you what your favorite part was.
Mm-hmm.
What has been your least favorite thing about this game? As I've got mine ready. I know mine.
I don't think that I have anything that's been particularly irritating about this game, so I guess I don't have a least favorite thing. Well, I guess my least favorite thing would probably be all of the prep work that you've had to do.
Yeah.
For me, this has been nice and funny and cool, mostly. But because you have been doing my homework. So... I don't think that I get to judge what's the worst part of it. I think any time that you have to spend a lot of time outside of the main flow of the game, trying to like build items and level up your stuff, that's never fun for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that this would be a game that you would care to play on your own.
Well, that's exactly why we're playing it on the show, because it's cool and I'm glad I've seen it, but I wouldn't play this long enough to really get the point. Not on my own.
Because I would say that this is worse to play than Disgaea, and I don't think that I think you may have gotten up to Flan in Disgaea.
Yeah, I think that I would have... I didn't really know what I was doing when I was playing Disgaea, though, so... I might do better if I tried to play again.
I mean, out of all of the NIS titles that are available, I think that there's only one that I would really recommend to you, though, and that's Disgaea D2. because I think that that's the one that has like the most polish. Like it's the one that's got the best balance of everything.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe I'll have to do that.
Yeah.
Don't laugh.
I'm gonna, cause I mean like small, tidy, sort of easily digested experiences you will like drift away from for a long time, and then like this is sort of a weird example because we are both doing this. Like I've been approaching it almost the same way, but like Spider-Man
Yeah.
that came out recently, I'm pretty sure that that's the kind of game that if I had the mind to,
Yeah.
I could probably just do it all like in a weekend. But I've
Easy.
been snacking on it.
Yeah. Well, it's like Spider-Man to me feels more like a playground.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I absolutely have to get to the next thing. It's just something that is fun to do that I like want to go do, like swing sets. Swing sets are fun, but you don't like need to find out what the next move the swing set is going to make because you know that it's Spider-Man. I mean, gonna fight some dudes, things will get uncovered, powers will happen, people will become endangered and then less endangered, etc. The most interesting thing, well, spoilers for the Spider-Man game if anyone hasn't played it, but the most interesting thing that happened were those times when you play as the other characters.
Yeah.
And I love Miles Morales a lot. So, like that segment where you switch over to his perspective was like super fun.
Oh no, I did get that far. I have gotten that far. I was about to give you shit because it was gonna be like, I didn't know you gotta play as Miles.
Yes, you do. You were sitting next to me while I was freaking out about it. I was like, yes, 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 and now the real game starts, and we get to play as that Spider-Man. And it's like, well, no, but you do get to sneak around as him for a little bit, and it's neat, because you have to pay attention, because you're just a squishy human.
And now the idea has been planted if we do a sequel.
Yeah, it's great. I like it.
Play as Miles.
Yeah, I mean, sure, it would have been
Spider-Man.
better if just Miles took over for the rest of the game, but, you know, whatever. And you get to play as MJ, too, which I like MJ well enough. You know, she's cool. She is mischief incarnate, but, you know. She's like, I'm just gonna sneak past all these guys with guns with nothing but a camera and, like, a purse full of, like, old tissues. Like, I can't... I'm like, MJ, you don't even have a taser. Get the hell out of there. No, it's fine. I'll just talk to them. No. I'm sneaky. I'm like, yeah, okay. Fine.
Well, it's an interesting situation from my perspective because I see MJ, that version of MJ, it feels like she's led a charmed life.
Yeah.
Where between her own natural capabilities and having like Spider-Man look out for her occasionally and just chance.
She just does not have a fair valuation of danger.
Right, like she's just completely oblivious to what could happen to her.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it'll be fine. This always works out before. But because it's a video game, you do get to see the timelines for all the MJs that didn't...
That didn't work.
Because, see, it's like the one that always proceeds into the future is the one that was justified in not owning a taser.
Yeah.
But then there are all of the poor sad MJs who happen right before the game over screen whenever she's like, no, wait, guy with a gun, I am supposed to be here. I'm a new recruit.
Yeah, but that's like a really snacky game.
Yeah.
Especially in comparison to something like this. But
This is the kind of game where if you stepped away from it,
I wouldn't know what I was doing when I came back.
right, like that's been one of my fears whenever we go the better part of a month without playing it. Mm-hmm. Like I've taken notes on this game, so when we come back to it, I'm up to date on what we were what we were doing, or if there was anything that I was working on, like character-wise.
Yeah.
Oh. He's not okay, everybody.
Oh.
He's down. Did he just throw my book? What the hell, game? You are so weird with your item pettiness.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the thing that I need to check. Can I just very carefully... No. No, because then I won't actually hit them.
Mm-hmm.
I think what I need to do instead is confine a healer.
Let's go!
Maybe just focus on trying to beat up one of these. Yeah. Crystal Rain? Yeah, Crystal Rain.
What was the last... I mean, have I ever played one of this type of game all the way to the end?
The closest I would say would be Alpha Centauri.
Alpha Centauri?
Fucking penis. Did you really just do that? Petty fucker. I'm going to destroy you.
With the juice that I keep in this bottle above my head.
What the fuck, game? I don't even know. I'm kind of dumbstruck. That was just such. There was a. Like, I thought that maybe Walnut attacked Greg before because no one else was around, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that D-bag just ignored a perfectly attackable healer and Morona just to pile drive a corpse.
That's ridiculous.
I think that I might want to let this episode go a little long, just because we're gonna end the session after this.
Yeah.
And there is something that I wanted to talk about. My least favorite part has been how fragile the game really is. Because if I had just kept going for like a few more hours, I could have hit like a leveling critical mass.
Mm-hmm.
And we could have come back. Remember whenever we came back and the characters went from like the 20 to 30 range, I think, to like the 80?
Yeah.
Like Morona was close to 80 and everybody else was above 60?
Yeah.
Could easily come back to characters that were in the hundreds,
Mm-hmm.
right?
So it's easy to break down the game.
Oh yeah, because it's a rich get richer scenario.
Mm-hmm.
I have become I don't know if resentful is the right word. What's sort of like the active version of apathy? Like
Apathy sort of denies activity.
Let me describe the face then. So, what is the feeling that you have whenever you sort of like crinkle your nose at something?
Disgusted.
Or disdainful?
Yeah.
I've become increasingly disdainful of games that make me regulate my own fun.
Yeah.
Like that's one of my big problems that I developed over the course of playing Fell Seal, Arbiter's Mark,
Mm-hmm.
a strategy game. It's on PC, maybe some other places, but I played it on PC. I felt like by the end of the game, there's this sort of whack-a-mole combat that was happening, where I would knock someone down, and then an enemy would revive their friend, and it wouldn't really change anything because I could beat them the first time. It was problematic. But I could fix it. All I had to do was go into the options and turn that shit off.
Huh.
And I don't know, like I feel like maybe that game, just broadly speaking, was too focused on community feedback. It did feel like it was a game designed by a committee. And it's so bizarre because I feel like the strongest, weirdest example of this, in the options menu, there was a function with a weirdly fourth wall breaking. Like, I don't want to say it stood out because it was very candid. That's the word. It was this very candidly described function where you could enable or disable map navigation with a control stick. And there was a little prompt on it on the tooltip that was like, yeah, I mean, some people like this, but not a lot of people, but we kept it in anyway just for those few people. That was the gist of it, right?
Trying to make too many people happy.
Well, I don't understand. I don't understand that option specifically, because I think it's pretty clear that a lot of the stuff that was in the game was put in to appeal to different taste and different levels of skill and time investment, right? So I don't understand why this one option was singled out as the developer being like, I think this is sort of dumb, but we're gonna leave it in. I don't know why anyone would want to play like this. It's terrible. Moving around on a grid with a control stick is the worst. Everyone should just use a D-pad or a keyboard. So I don't know why that is where they sort of like broke character, right?
Yeah.
I feel like everything else was very
But like, why was this
efficiently conveyed, right?
Yeah.
It was very businesslike, and then this one option had a very candid
last straw type tooltip that was like, don't use this, it's not good. But we're gonna put it here because some people asked for it.
Yeah, if you're a fucking wackadoo, here you go.
Here's your anchovy pizza. No one likes this.